Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. Trying something new today with some commentary on the painting and just some of my thoughts on what I learned while painting this model. So to start off, the model is based in Chaos Black and I'm applying another layer of Corvus Black. I don't want the armor to look too black or else a lot of the details won't pop out. I'm applying 2 thin layers of Corvus Black before proceeding to the next step. Because the Chaplain from the Indomitus box is a push fit model, I find it easier to paint the backpack and the body separately. I usually do this on non-push fit models as well, just so that I can get to the corners and not make too many mistakes, or else I would need to go back and retouch some areas, and this potentially could cause me to spend more time on painting certain areas that I would not be spending time on. So dry brushing. It is definitely one of those skills where it takes some time to master. I have been dry brushing for the past year and I still find it quite hard to reach a balanced look and tone, especially on black armor. I don't have an airbrush and probably won't be getting one anytime soon due to space in my room, so I'm sticking with dry brushing for now. And for this particular dry brush, I am using Dark Reaper for the first layer, and as you can see, I'm going quite hard with the brush because I want to brighten out the armor a bit. Gotta do the backpack as well. So after doing the first layer of dry brushing, I go over the model with Dragonhof Nightshade to darken the highlights, because as you can see, the armor is getting quite bright now. So with the armor toned down a bit, we start with the silver. I am using Lead Belcher, though any other brands will do, and I'm just carefully going over the Aquila, making sure to not make too much of a mess, as it will be hard to clean up. And I will be doing the same with the bolter. For the robe, I'm using Corn Red. I really like this red as it gives off a warm and rich tone when applied on dark surfaces. So again, I'm carefully doing this as I don't want to make a mess on the sides, as it'll be hard to retouch those areas later on. For the gold, I'm using Retributor Armor. I'm not sure why, but Games Workshop makes really good metallic paints, and I've always gravitated towards them when looking at metallic colors. Going red on the bolter, as this will be the Chaplain for my Deathwatch army. Hopefully I can do an army showcase once I get to a good point in painting my battle shame. For the book, I'm using Rhinox hide and some highlights with Dune's Bold Brown, and for the pages, I'm using Ushati Bone. Again, with the red and gold on the Crozius, not too much to it. After doing that, I apply Agrax Earthshade to the entire thing to give it that rusty, worn down look. The halo, I am once again using Retributor armor, and the skull I'm using Ushati bone. I find Ushati bone to be quite versatile and can be applied to not just skulls, but books, rocks, clothes, and other stuff. Parity seals. I'm using, again, corn red and Brakarth flesh. I think this is a very popular recipe for seals, and I can see why, because it looks really good when weathered down with Agrax, and it gives that very rustic look. Now at this point, I go over the model with a second wash. Now this is an Agrax Earthshade to Lamium Medium 1-to-1 mix, and I just apply that across the model in thin layers, and I do 2 layers of this. The head, I am using Cadian Flesh Tone. I usually put helmets on my dudes, but I don't have any spare Chaplain heads lying around, so I have no choice. It still looks pretty good in my opinion, but I still like helmets more. Final step is to dry brush the foot of the armor, and I'm using Tuskor fur to match with the base color that I will be using. I'm gonna base with the Martian Earth technical paint from Games Workshop. Again, a lot of paints I have is from Games Workshop that I bought 2 years ago, so I'm just trying to use all of them up. And there you go. This is the Primaris Chaplain from the Indomitus box. Hope this guide is kind of helpful to beginners like me, and see you next time. Thank you for watching.